So, starting with the Daily Mail, Leo.
So the Daily Mail have pressure on Met to quiz Prince Andrew. So these new court papers, the Epstein files that were released, claim that Prince Andrew has knowledge of Epstein's sex trafficking, which obviously he probably does. I mean, I don't want to prejudice any case, but yeah, I'd be amazed if he didn't. He was there every Tuesday. It seems like you know.
The implication was certainly there in previous conversations and accusations, wasn't it?
Yeah. Now the police, you know, they've been pressured to look into it. You know, not just as Prince Andrew as the suspect, but also what he knows about what other people were doing. Obviously, Bill Clinton, Bill Gates, you know, so many people on the left were there. So Prince Andrew is apparently going to dress up as a Palestinian protester to get the police to leave him alone, and that allows him to go about London and do whatever he wants.
The new form of royal prerogative.
He can defecate on a war memorial. Nobody's going to touch him. But yeah, he's not having a great time. He paid like 12 million pounds or something to settle out of court to make this case go away. So I mean, I sort of feel for him. You spend that sort of money, you think it's you know, it's going to be like, you know, at least who's the kid that Michael Jackson. Was that
Joey Deacon?
Something like Jordan.
Jordan, that's right.
Man, he never opened his mouth again. It was.
But with this thing with the Epstein files, I mean, there's a sort of sense that they're teasing it out, aren't they? They're playing it out yard by yard. But for me, the vastly more important question is what kind of construct was Epstein? Not which particular. I mean, a lot of scientists and physicists and people with access to nuclear codes, definitely some very high-ranking, high-profile American politicians. I don't honestly feel that Prince Andrew was the most significant figure, because it's not really for the royal family.
But I think maybe
to call the shots.
Maybe for Britain, he is.
Oh, I totally understand for selling newspapers, but it doesn't really feel to me like that's the. What do you think, Nick?
Well, no, Clinton seemed more significant. You know, the allegations. And what was Hawking up to? I alluded to that last night, so I won't go there again. But I mean, do you know what? There's been a few pieces on Andrew's day. One in the Telegraph that almost got me sympathising with Prince Andrew, which is quite hard to do. But when you look at it, and so we don't know the extent of his misdemeanours, right? So there's that. And then the fact that he's not a working member of the royal family, can't use the title, etc. You sort of say, what else can he really do? But the thing is, even if he appears in public with them in any capacity, everyone immediately says, get rid of him, what's he doing? And so there is really there's nowhere left for him to go. I mean, he might apparently get a role on the Balmoral estate as gardener. I don't know, what could he possibly do?
Driving around on some sort of quad bike or something. Look at gameskeeper.
It's strange to say you're sympathetic with Andrew, but the thing is, he shouldn't be allowed to live in luxury, right? Because for now he still is at the Royal Lodge on a long lease, and you know, now he has to suddenly raise the money himself. So I'm not sure where that's going to come from. But it's not that he should live in luxury, but what else can really happen to him? You know, he's already been basically destroyed.
He could start some sort of hustlers' academy like Andrew Tate.
Not a bad idea.
I think Andrew needs to lean into this and own it and become some sort of, you know, sleazy playboy
Maybe he
figure.
could set up with Philip Schofield, because I remember him saying at one point, "What more do you want to do to me? You know, I'm at breaking point." Now, that feels a very familiar kind of scenario.
Well, there was one suggestion. What he should do is like a long atonement, like the guy from the Profumo scandal, who just got down, did charity work for a long time, was eventually kind of forgiven.
Visitor, wasn't he?
So get your head down, do charity work. But the problem is, he's been described as displaying a fatal mix of arrogance and stupidity by people who know him. So the suggestion is he lacks the requisite self-awareness to do that.
That certainly was in evidence on the Mateless interview, wasn't it? That was what the whole thing came.